You've got mail.
Hey, greetings from Fairfield. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the house. We are a little behind as we didn't finish the wallpaper. But we did finish doing the wallpaper liner. Might have saw that last time. And we didn't really talk about the pattern that we're going to be putting up here. So this is our paper. Transferred the plumb line over on top of our nice smooth wall liner. But this is what we're going to be going with. And I don't think we ever really explained why we were going with this. Basically, it's the same pattern we did in the dining room, just in a different color. And before we started on any of this, I sort of kind of noticed something that they had done previously in 1964 when they put their paper up. And to show you this example, what we're doing, in the dining room here, we got this nice red and gold print based on a pattern by a British textile artist, William Morris, wallpaper designer in the late 1800s, because a lot of his famous leaf motifs were found throughout the house, including our, even in some of our lighting fixtures, we got it. And our mantles. So it blends pretty good. And some of the previous papers here before this, like what we found in 1945, had a very similar leaf motif found in almost all of those designs, including all 4 of the rooms. So that's why we chose that. But how we decided to switch these up, we noticed previously, so in here, if you're standing in this room, in this direction, we've got the red wallpaper. If you're standing in the gold room, and our next room here, the parlor, we're going to be putting that red paper in there. I don't know if I can open that. Yeah, there we go. We'll get to that. Get into the sample back there, where we're going to hang that. We got the red there. So essentially, we've got red in each direction. But if you're in the red room, and you look in that direction, it's the gold room. But if you look in this direction, which brings us back to where we started, we're gonna have the gold. It's a little crisscross applesauce. And the funny story about that, after making that observation of the wallpaper here in 64, that original owner came to visit us last year. Her first time back to the house in 25 years. It was absolute pure delight. One of the first things she told us when she saw these samples pinned up on the wall, because I think the dining room was maybe the only thing we had done, or maybe it was the library. We had one of them done, but only samples taped up on the walls in the other rooms. And she looked around and she said, "Well, you're doing exactly what I did," and crisscrossed the patterns. And so that was kind of a neat little nod that not only was I right, but that she picked up on it. And so their wallpaper in 64 had this kind of simpler, very small, tiny floral print in gold on like a really light pea green. That's pretty close. And opposite approach, if you were in the simple room, then in this room you had the larger floral pattern, which we've already stripped from this room, but it did go all the way up the staircase. I'll see if I can cut in a picture of what that looked like. And so you got that same exact crisscross pattern. It's kind of a neat little thing. And so that's what we were going to do. But turns out I went on to order wallpaper and realized, actually no, I realized after I started laying this out, I didn't have enough wallpaper to finish. We got enough to do this wall, but we didn't have enough to do this little recording bench area. which is our little breakfast nook. It's a little sort of separated room in a sense. According to the newspaper archives, they also play bridge up here. And so it is kind of a separate space. And I went on to order some more wallpaper to make sure we had enough. And was I surprised when I logged on to get more of the exact same stuff, which we just ordered, I don't know, 6 months ago, 8 months ago when we did that. It had gone up 55%. Holy cow. Hey, here I thought eggs were bad, but wallpaper, wow. I was curious how much wallpaper would have been when they did do the walls in 1964. And so I found, now they purchased the house in June of 1964 and immediately wallpapered and carpeted and painted before they even moved in. And found this ad from, I think it was July of 1964. The top price of wallpaper at the time here in town, 59 cents a roll. So according to the inflation calculator, that wallpaper should only be costing me $6. So something's not adding up here. It's kind of sounding like big wallpaper companies and big paint got together, decided to screw over the American homeowner, because you tell me where I can buy wallpaper for $6. If you do, I'll buy the company. Well, that's a different story, and well, I digress. In the meantime, we still have to order more wallpaper. To order wallpaper, I go on to order the wallpaper, and I discovered a new color.
Ooh.
But I don't want to change the crisscross applesauce thing we got going on there, because everybody really digs that idea. However, this area, since this is where I'm short in wallpaper, I'd be kind of foolish not to order a sample to see if I liked it here. And so that is what came in the mail today. And so before we move on there, we wanted to see, well, that's tough stuff. We wanted to see if this was going to look, how this was going to look. Now, this is either going to look super cool or it'll be a complete waste of time. But since I only plan on paper in this room once, I figured we might as well find out. So let's find out together if I just made an interesting discovery, or
You wasted $12.
or if I wasted $12. Even a sample. The sample cost me $12,
Which is 2 rolls. And
which is double what an entire roll cost me in 1964. Wow, that is pretty cool. A little small. I thought it'd be bigger, because it's supposed to have bronze in it. I don't see no bronze. Anyway, black and gold. Now, that does look pretty sharp.
Oh,
That does look pretty sharp.
that is so pretty. How much is this one?
Yeah, so here, we'll talk about pricing in a minute.
Oh, it's fresh out of the box.
Yeah, it's supposed to have another color in there, according to the website description, but it's the same pattern, just a different color. Now, I do like the fact that the gold is the same. That was our biggest concern, because online, sure didn't look like that. I'll pop up a color online swatch there on screen.
Oh, that does look good.
That does look pretty sharp.
Oh, how much is the new paper?
It's twice as much as this one.
So it's gonna be,
Which is weird, because it's got less in it. Same gold, black, twice the price. Go figure. But I'm often asked what I do for a living. And so one of the things that I do is graphic design. And so I thought I'd have a little fun, see what this space would look like with these samples thrown up on the wall in full form. It's not perfect, just kind of quick throw together of what we're going to do here. And we got samples for what you're going to see here. So let's get to that and show you what the space could look like when we're done. So we also got these samples from another company, Touch of Class. They got some classy stuff. That's where Kendra got her kitchen curtains. If you caught that little reel we threw up last week, she was so excited.
I got new kitchen curtains. Look at my new kitchen curtains. Look at my ruffles. Look at my cherries. Look at my lace. Look at my carrot house. Look at my butler's pantry. Look at my dishwasher. Don't look at my dishwasher. Now look at my dishwasher.
But we got these samples of the this fleur-de-lis lace in 2 different colors, which are going to hang down here and in front of the window. And that looks pretty cool. We got this fleur-de-lis pattern that kind of matches our stained glass. And we got it here in our light. More fleur-de-lis. Look at that. That looks awesome. In case you're wondering why we're hanging the swag off the backside of the fretwork, number one, we did that at Halloween, which looked really cool. But if you come on the backside here, it's kind of like looking at the backside of water, but on the backside of this fretwork, we have original brass holders where they hung something. And out of all the old pictures we've seen, we've never seen anything hung off of there, as far as I can remember. And there's no other holes or discoloration, unlike some of the window casings. And the doors, where every previous owner that came before us kind of turned all the woodwork into Swiss cheese. And so we're gonna get matching lace valances here, kind of hide all that, take care of that problem. But yeah, so that's why those were added. And so also back here, we got this really old electric outlet up there. Not easy to like plug a vacuum or anything like that into it, but we were told by the same owner that came to visit in '64, all the work that they had done, that she was told that Mr. Beck, the original owner, had had that installed specifically for the missus to light up all her Christmas decor in this window. So I thought that was pretty cool because, well, we use the outlet for the same purpose. And so we light up all our Christmas decor with that one too. So thank you, Mr. Beck. So shout out real quick to Mayflower Wall Coverings, who we purchased all this paper from and got this sample. They got some great designs, different color variations, and the quality of the paper is really nice. We really like this stuff. So we're going to be using their stuff throughout the downstairs, definitely. And so shout out there. I'll leave their link down in the description so you can check out some of their other designs, because they got a ton more than just this William Morris pattern that they're sort of inspired design. But we just gotta, I guess we just need to decide on what we're gonna do here.
So what are we gonna do?
That's what I just said. Is there an echo in here? That's a good question. So I don't know. What would you guys do? I mean, it's the internet, so you probably don't have an opinion. But I mean, if you did have an opinion, though you probably don't, but if you did, should we go with the dark and moody? Or should we just keep it consistent and bright in this area? I don't know, but that's a good question. Probably for next week's video.